Alvin Davis, AL Rookie of the Year and All-Star in 1984. Look at the numbers, man. 116 RBIs, on base around 400. Look at the bottom. He was the first Mariners Hall of Famer in 1997.
Yeah.
So I'm standing by with the first Mariner Hall of Famer.
Greg learned
and next year's inevitable Mariners Hall of Famer, Harold Reynolds. Alvin, good to see you. I'm on a soapbox. I believe the man should be in next year in the Mariner Hall of Fame. Are you with me on that?
With you on that. Of course I'm with you on that.
He deserves it. He was a great player.
That's right.
All right, we're good. We're good. I appreciate it. We're
Harold
good.
being embarrassed is the greatest thing ever. Greatest thing ever.
All day long,
I want to talk with Alvin real quick. Go back and tell us the story of your rookie year, because he started in AAA. And talk about the rookie year for you, because I don't think many people know that.
Yeah, we started off in Salt Lake City, the Gulls, right?
Yeah.
Left Arizona, went to Salt Lake, got all moved in. We were in big league camp that year. Knew we weren't going to make the team, non-roster invitees, but tried to put on a good showing, and mark our place in the organization, the depth chart in those days, and went to Salt Lake. And first game, had a couple knocks. Harold and I are playing.
It's snowing.
I get pulled out of the game in what, like the sixth inning here?
Yeah, he gets pulled out of the game, sixth inning. First game, we're going, what in the world's going on?
Yeah, I don't go out to play defense in the top of the sixth or top of the seventh. I'm like, what in the world?
What happened?
Just came out of spring training. So Harold comes off the field. He walks right over to me. He goes, you going to the show?
Oh, my.
I go, stop it, Harold. This is some kind of AAA hazing or something.
I go, it's the only logical thing. Yeah. You have to be going to the big league.
Harold was doing analysis back in the minor leagues.
He was, huh?
So who was it?
New York.
Was it Putnam?
No, Digger. Remember Digger?
Yeah.
Jerry Augustine hit Digger with a two-seamer. That's
Ken Phelps.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Ken
everybody
Phelps.
knows Digger from Seinfeld, right? My boy Digger. ASU. Shout out to you, Dig. But
good.
yeah, Digger got hit and had a fracture in his pinky, and so he had to go on the injured list, the DL back in the day. And they called me up, left-handed bat. They said we need a left-handed bat. Pat Putnam, as Harold mentioned, was our other first baseman DH. So I didn't expect to play. I mean, it's April.
And though you played a lot. You had 116 over.
He homered. I think he homered the first game, right?
Second at bat.
Second at bat. Boom. We're all like, hey, he homered. And it just kept going and going and going.
Listening to the stories of Harold being in the minor leagues with you, among others, it's as if you guys actually became brothers in the minor leagues.
Absolutely.
You all, there was no competitiveness within each other. You guys wanted the best for each other every day.
Yes.
That was the whole group. And I was saying, when they unveil the 50 that you'll see, I would say 20 of them were in instructional league on the same team. I mean, I'm talking.
You grew up together.
Yeah, all of us.
We did. We go back to summer ball since we're in the Northwest.
Yeah.
The Alaska Gold Panners, 1980.
Yeah. Fairbanks, Alaska.
Harold was drafted, first round draft pick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And elected to go play summer ball. You should check some of the names on that team.
Kevin McReynolds, Alvin Davis,
Harold Reynolds.
You can go on.
All big leaguers.
All big leaguers. 20 guys on that team made it to the big leagues. But Alvin, it was unbelievable. That summer for Alvin changed who he was. He was a guy that shot the ball left center field all the time.
Not a ton of power.
And we had a coach, Ben Hines, hit with him every day. And he would throw the ball right here at Alvin and tell him, pull it into the parking lot in right field. Tell them the story, Alvin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So here's how he started. All the coaches out there. He came to me, and he knew I liked cars, right? So he studied. And he said, Alvin, he said, dude, what are your favorite cars? And I said, he said, what car would you like to drive someday? I said, a Cadillac. Right? It's 1979, 1980. I want to drive a Caddy, right? Yes. And he goes, well, what can you afford right now? I said, probably a Chevy Monza. Right? Shout out to Chevy Monzas. And he goes, do you want me to show you how to drive a Cadillac? I was all in, Greg. Whatever you want to do. He said, okay, here, we're going to go to work. I'm going to teach you. He said, Alvin, he said, you don't run. So you got to learn how to pull the ball. Like, you got to backspin the ball to the pull side. I said, I'm all in. I couldn't do it. He said, here's our drills. We're going to do front hip drills, and we got 2 rules. You have to swing at it, and you have to keep it fair. So, Greg, he started off, on the inner half, and then he worked in on the inner corner, and then he worked on in the inner line. And like Harold said, eventually it was front hip. And your natural reaction when the ball's coming at your front hip is to get out of the way. It's like, no, you got to swing.
Turn on
and keep it
Turn
fair.
on it.
Turn on it and keep it.
And
turn
keep
on
it fair.
Keep it fair. And so Harold, this is like Mr. Miyagi kind of thing. So the guys
wax on, wax off.
And they're watching these crazy drills, and they're like, and then I don't know if Harold remembers this or not, but we went from underhand to full overhand.
Oh, yeah. He was throwing at him. Overhand, wham.
Overhand BP with something on it. It's not soft darts. He's throwing something on it, my front hip. So then the light bulb comes on, and here we go, right, Harold? Yeah. The boys are out watching me, and he's going, all right, here we go. So regular BP, he throws the ball on the inside corner. Greg, I kid you not. I took one off the scoreboard in right center field in Fairbanks, Alaska. And I just went.
Changed everything.
What just happened? And the boys were like, what just happened? Like, that was a rocket right there. And like Harold said, that was a foundation.
And then you became an offensive force.
And then the Mariners draft him and Spike Owen in the same draft, send them to Double-A. They joined us all in Double-A. First game, Alvin hits 3 home runs, and it was game over. And the next year, Triple-A, and you heard the story. And that's why he's the first Mariner in the Hall of Fame. But he made himself. He made himself. He said he didn't run. He can't. He couldn't run. But the brother could hit.
Yeah.
He could hit. And the other thing Alvin could do, he would take a ball. He would kill this ABS challenge. He would take a ball right there and he'd be like, how you take that pitch? How'd you develop that ability to take pitches so close?
Honestly, Harold, the foundation of that is wiffle ball in the front yard with my brothers Mel and Big Mike. We played hours and hours of wiffle ball. And here's a true story. When we moved into the houses back in the day when they used to put the for sale sign on a stake in the front yard,
yeah.
We kept that sign. That was our strike zone.
Oh, that's brilliant.
We're brothers, so we're always arguing that was a strike, that was a ball. It's like, no, put this sign up here. If it hits it, it's a strike. It's a strike. So ABS. Welcome to ABS.
That's right? Amazing.
That's my life.
That is so good.
Tick that bottom corner, that's his strike.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Kids today use like folding chairs and stuff, but that's even better. I love the for sale sign. All right, since I have you here, you've got such a great eye for hitting, talent for hitting in your career. Is there, we were talking off camera, you love Soto and Freeman as the veteran superstars. You like watching them hit. But who's the young hitter out there? You have a couple young hitters that you're like, this could be a superstar in the making.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go off script for you guys. I mean, Cole Young. I'm loving how Cole is developing here at the big league level and what he's doing. You know, when I look across guys that I've seen in person, you know, a guy like Nick Kurtz, I mean, you know, just the way he knows the strike zone. You know, seeing him in spring training, seeing him in Sacramento last year, just the way the ball comes off of his bat. You know, he's one of those guys. But I got to give a special shout out to my boy Jackson Merrill.
Ooh, Jackson Merrill, the Padres.
I can call you that, Jax. Yeah, you know, he's a special place in my heart. He's a great player, great young player, but he really got into my heart during spring training last year. He came out to ASU. My alma mater was honoring Pat Murphy and Kai Murphy for their accomplishments in the game. And Jackson and Kai are like Harold and I. They're best friends, right? They do everything together. Jackson, spring training day. He could have been home, getting some rest. He comes to Tempe.
That's
he's
awesome.
out on the field, and he stays for the entire thing. And I'm like, Jackson, I said, we don't really know each other, but you are my man now. You were adopted, and you ain't getting out.
That is so good. Alvin, we could talk to you all day. So fun to catch up with you. This weekend is going to be so special for the brotherhood of Mariner baseball, because that's what I'm seeing right here. It's a brotherhood. You guys are like best friends. This is great. Alvin, thank you so much, bud.